Hi, Ibilola, how are you?
How are you, Julie? How's everything? Thank you so much for having me on your program.
I welcome you to my YouTube channel and thank you for joining me on this interview. Ibilola is joining us from London. So, Ibilola, do you want to tell my viewers about the work you're doing?
Okay, thank you, Julie. The name is Dr. Ibilola Amao. I'm the principal consultant at Lonadec Global Services. Lonadec is an engineering technology and innovation solutions company.
Okay.
We're an ISO 9001 2015 certified since 2010.
Okay.
It's a woman-owned, multi-award winning company.
Fantastic.
We work with OEMs to deliver technologies in resource-rich emerging economies. So we have to identify skills gaps in those countries, and we deliver human capital development initiatives and training capacity development solutions alongside outsourcing in the energy, power, infrastructure, oil and gas industries. Basically, high-tech STEM and tech solutions.
So that is fantastic. So since you're on this platform, do you want to talk about women in STEM particularly?
Yes, I'd like to talk about women in STEM because I'm a female engineer.
Okay.
My first degree was in civil and structural engineering from Queen Mary College, University of London then. It's now Queen Mary University.
Okay.
After getting a first-class degree there, I went on to University of Bradford to study a PhD, and I graduated from University of Bradford and specialized in computer-aided design and drafting. Okay. And then I went further to specialize in developing 3D models of oil and gas facilities. So we've delivered these services in the oil and gas industry for almost 30 years now. And incidentally, over the past few years, developing digital twins of assets has become very important, most especially and significantly in the last year. During the COVID pandemic, digital transformation has become so important. And the advantage of the digital twin is where you have an asset remotely located, you can pull in experts and remote and virtual resources to add value to projects and activities in remote locations. So we're working very hard now to identify, develop, and engage females. So we're working with girls in STEM and women in entrepreneurship, not just to get the girls into leadership and C-suite positions in oil and gas companies, but also to get women service providers as entrepreneurs in the supply chain, in the energy, power, infrastructure, oil and gas industries. So trying to identify girls in STEM early enough and put them through the process of becoming executives and business owners in male-dominated sectors is one of my passions.
Yeah. So when we are talking about women-led companies around the globe, I think, do you want to tell our viewers about what is WEConnet and how you are connected with WEConnet?
Okay, WEConnet is a woman-owned business value providing association. So it's a platform where a woman entrepreneur or a female entrepreneur signs up to become a WBE, which is a certified woman-owned business personality, and then you get your company upskilled, upgraded to be able to enter the supply chain of multinationals all over the world. Now, trying to get 35% women representation in supply chains of multinationals and male-dominated sectors has been a challenge for many years. So WEConnet works with women-owned businesses to empower them and to put them in an ecosystem where their businesses and the business owners can thrive
Right.
not just enter the supply chain and become a supplier, but to be able to develop the capacity, capability, and competencies within their organizations
Right.
to be able to provide quality goods and services in the multinational companies. I think WEConnet is a very good idea for women-owned businesses where they want to enter multinational and global supply chains.
And do you want to talk about your role within the WeConnect?
I'm a council member of the WeConnect Nigeria, but based in London, I work very closely with WeConnect Europe.
Right.
I have benefited a lot from being an active member in WeConnect because it's provided the platform for me to share my knowledge, apart from entering supply chains, global supply chains. And I have been fortunate to have been mentored and coached within the WeConnect ecosystem. So I'm just completing a mentoring session which lasted for a year with an executive in IBM. So I run my own business, but my business is pretty small compared to IBM, obviously. So actually being mentored by an executive in IBM has opened my eyes to what it takes to grow a business exponentially and what it takes to deliver products and services globally at the scale of IBM. So you keep evolving, your business keeps growing because WeConnect connects you not just to global supply chains, but to mentors that would stretch you and expose you to opportunities beyond your imagination. So that's been a fantastic experience for me. Once a month, I met with my mentor and she was able to ask me questions. I was able to put my plan, articulate my plans for myself and my company into perspective. And that really helped Lonadec.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. So I'm sure that your experience, what you shared here, would really, really be appreciated by women around the world who are watching this interview. So since you've been working with all women-owned businesses, do you have any memorable experience you want to share with my viewers?
Definitely. The first thing is we limit ourselves. So I've come across women who doubt the fact that they can actually provide a product or a service. Whereas a man would say yes and go figure out how he can provide the service. So I've also come to realize that there are different vehicles and paths to close your gaps through partnerships, strategic alliances, joint ventures, and consortia efforts. You can increase your capacity, capability, and competence. All it takes is for you to be open-minded and to seek for the right partners that have strengths where you have weaknesses or gaps, and review how you can synergize to deliver the quality goods and services. And all it really takes is getting a good lawyer and having a memorandum of agreement that basically states the roles and responsibilities of each of the partners, and you coming together and agreeing to work together. And I can almost tell you, a lot of people are frightened about working with other people, but in the right associations, institutions, and societies, you can actually connect with people with the right track record. And because you're in the same ecosystem, working together will always add a lot more value than working alone. And it boils down to the fact that teamwork is about together, each achieves more. So I'm a firm believer in collaboration, cooperation, and coordination of resources.
So I understand with Lonadec, you have gone through a long journey, but what's your end goal and where do you want to see yourself in another 5 years? What do you want to achieve?
I'm very happy that Lonadec has been ISO certified for over 10 years. I am looking to invest my energy and my resources in establishing a center of excellence that would raise the next leaders, the next generation of leaders. Because I have enjoyed working so much with girls in STEM and women in entrepreneurship, the next chapter of my life is obviously going to be education, enlightenment, empowerment, engagement, and entrepreneurship. Those are my 5 E's for national development and socioeconomic transformation. So I'm very excited about my next chapter, which is going to be focused on education primarily.
Yeah, fantastic. I think that is a great initiative, and I wish you luck with that. So, Ibilola, thank you so much for taking our time and giving me this interview. I'm sure that women from around the world would love to hear about what exactly are you doing, and how women in STEM is something which everybody's talking about right now. So your experience will go a long way in maybe giving the energy to get through what they're trying to do. So thank you so much for taking our time.
I'm actually looking forward to working with other women in STEM.
Yeah.
At the moment, we're collaborating with Microsoft, LinkedIn, and GitHub to empower over 10,000 girls in STEM. So I would be very pleased to collaborate as usual with other women and girls in STEM, because I believe through collaboration, we can share knowledge and empower more girls and see more girls as leaders and entrepreneurs in male-dominated STEM-focused sectors.
Perfect. Thank you so much. So if you're watching this channel for the first time, we have amazing women like Ibilola on this platform on a regular basis. So do subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much, Ibilola.
Thank you so much, Julie. I really appreciate this opportunity, and I look forward to working with you as well.
Yes, definitely.
Girls in STEM.
Yeah, definitely.